Hi everyone, welcome to Carmen's Australian Storytime. I'm reading Lyssie the Butterfly, a beautiful book written and illustrated by a Cairns local called Eva Marie Welsh. And it tells us information and facts, but in a fun fantasy way with a butterfly called Lyssie. No blurb today, so let's get straight into the story and find out what happens. In the tropical rainforest, Bobby and the other tree kangaroos were relaxing in the branches. Suddenly they spotted something crawling along the branch. "Mum, what is that?" asked Bobby. "Shh! That is the caterpillar of the Ulysses butterfly," she whispered. "Look, there is one fluttering just over there. Her name is Lyssie." Tree kangaroos are really something quite unique. They are also called Mupi, Bungari or Mabi in Indigenous language, and they are considered a totem animal signifying the link to the people and the land. We went to the Narada tea plantation in Cairns and got to see these amazing creatures. They were very hard to spot hiding up in the trees. You can find out more by going to the link below. I wonder where Lyssie is. Enjoying the sunshine, Lyssie danced through the air. Bobby was startled by the sudden flashes of blue. He watched her land on the brown husk of a big cassowary. It was Cassie's dad. Cassie was very curious about the blue creature and asked many questions. Her father explained that it was a Ulysses butterfly, one of Australia's largest butterflies. Cassie was amazed by its curled tongue. "It uncurls that for feeding, and is used like a drinking straw," said her dad. Cassie moved closer to get a better look, but Lyssie flew away. Lyssie has turned from a caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly. I like the describing words, adjectives, in this book to describe the way Lyssie moves. Danced, flutter, flit. Can you think of some more? The cassowary, also known as the gundoi, is another interesting bird found in North Queensland, the original home of the Yurrunyidji people. It has a casque on its head which scientists think is used to protect its head as it pushes its way through the bush. The baby cassowary is called a chick and they are taken care of by their father. Lyssie does have a lovely long curly tongue to help her drink nectar from the flowers. Lyssie discovered a rainforest creek and followed it along. In amongst the reeds, she nested on something she thought was a rock. Suddenly it moved. It was the snout of Nipper's mother. Look out! Lyssie could have been crocodile breakfast. Lyssie the crocodile's teeth are 4 times the strength of a lion, and they have 64 teeth. They can also hold their breath under the water for up to 22 minutes. Crocodiles love hot climates and live in North Queensland and the Northern Territory. It is important to always swim where it is safe because these guys could be hiding anywhere. If you want to know more, you can go to this link. I would get out of there if I were you, Lyssie. Through the trees she saw a glint of blue shining in the sunlight. It was Big Blue, a male Ulysses butterfly. Soon they became friends. Together they fed and flitted through the rainforest where they saw some of Lyssie's friends. Butterflies do not get to live for long. Most live for only 1 month, but the monarch butterfly can live up to 12 months. I recently went to the Australian Butterfly Sanctuary and read this book with all the butterflies. It was a magical place. I saw so many different types of butterflies and learned so many new things. Here are some fun facts. They taste with their feet. Ooh! A butterfly is born with its mouth in 2 parts that it must join together. They live on fluids. They don't eat food. They can't fly if they are cold, and they can't see very far. Amazonian butterflies drink tears from turtles to get their sodium. If you want to see an amazing video of that, head to the link below because it is pretty spectacular and the turtles are tiny little ones found in the Amazonian jungle. Lyssie is certainly special. Those other butterflies were also feeding on the flowers of the rainforest plants. Laurie, the rainbow lorikeet, watched them from above. Different types of butterflies. There are around 18,000 species of butterflies in the world, and around 400 of those live in Australia. It is really important we keep planting varieties of trees and shrubs that they can get their nectar from, and that we avoid using spray and chemical if at all possible, because they need a healthy environment just like us. Lyssie used her antennae to sniff out a suitable tree on which to lay her eggs. The antennae are those small stick-like feelers sticking out of the top of her head. Later, the tiny caterpillars would hatch. They would feed on juicy leaves and grow larger. Soon they would outgrow their skin. It would split open, and underneath would be a larger, new skin. This is called molting. The caterpillar walks out of its old skin. The life cycle of a butterfly. It is amazing to think that within such a short time, something that starts as a caterpillar can turn into a beautiful butterfly. Can you draw your own butterfly? When the beautiful green and white caterpillar has shed its skin for the last time, it attaches itself to a protected leaf. This last skin hardens to form the pupa, and inside the caterpillar slowly changes. After a while, the pupa opens and a dazzling butterfly, just like its parents, climbs out. It clings to the pupa and stretches its wings to unfold them. The wings have to dry before the new butterfly is ready to fly away. Then it will feed, find a mate, and lay its own eggs to grow into more beautiful Ulysses butterflies. We've certainly learned about some amazing creatures that live in North Queensland. Thinking about these beautiful creatures makes me very aware that I need to care for the environment around me so they are protected. Can you remember all the animals we learned about today? A tree kangaroo, a cassowary, a crocodile, and of course the beautiful butterfly. Thanks so much for joining me for this story today. Don't forget to click and subscribe or leave me a comment. I absolutely loved reading about butterflies, especially reading to you from the Butterfly House at Kuranda in Cairns. The staff was so lovely to let me read in such a magical location, and it is a must when coming to Cairns. I also enjoyed reading an informative and fictional text written by a North Queensland local. It is so wonderful to be able to support local business and artists, so I encourage you to do it whenever you get the chance. Looking forward to our next adventure. And you can also read some of these other stories written by Eva.